JIT-TVzw, just in time.
Sanmanan Babugela Makai and a very warm welcome to JIT-TV News, where we bring you nothing but politics, business, sports and also entertainment all in one experience. Ekamalam andile kukule tsintombi yakwaCindi umahlaba. Let's take a quick look at your headlines for today. Rights group calls on government to ensure non-partisan food aid distribution. Policeman arrested over alleged Russia plot to assassinate President Zelensky. Dynamos urge Highlanders to clinch 2024 Independence Cup trophy. Now, Heal Zimbabwe has implored the government to ensure food aid distribution is not weaponized for political reasons, following claims that ZANU-PF will superintend the process. At a recent press conference, ruling party spokesperson Christopher Mujanga said the party will be in charge of distribution of food aid, raising concerns over the sidelining of opposition supporters. Zimbabwe is grappling with El Nino-induced drought, which has since been declared a national disaster. Over 2.7 million need food aid, and the country has a grain deficit of 680,000 metric tons. In a statement, Heal Zimbabwe said food aid distribution should only be done through the government's Department of Social Welfare. Now, a Baitbridge man narrowly escaped death after he was stabbed in the stomach by his colleague while discussing Arsenal Football Club's poor performance. The near-fatal stabbing incident occurred on the 9th of April 2024. This was the day Arsenal hosted Bayern Munich in North London in an UEFA Champions League quarter-final match that ended 2-2. It is alleged that Mululeki Ndlovu, 40 years of age, met the complainant who was returning home from his brother's residence, presumably to watch the game.
Welcome to Zambezi River Lodge, Victoria Falls. Nestled on the banks of the mighty Zambezi River, right on the edge of the national park, Zambezi occupies the most unique and finest spot with the tranquility and seclusion every traveler seeks. Each of its well-appointed rooms is either garden or river facing, allowing you to soak in the serenity of the environment. The award-winning restaurant Amlonga offers delectable cuisine, which includes our famous high teas. To explore Victoria Falls from this fine location, book any of our packages now. Zambezi River Lodge. Relax, refresh, replenish.
Let's take a look at the African news for today. Now, a girl who was seized from her school along with hundreds of others during a raid by extremists 10 years ago in northeastern Nigeria has been rescued together with her 3 children. The Nigerian army said on Thursday. Lydia Simon, who is 5 months pregnant, was rescued by Nigerian troops in the Magwoza Council area of Borno State, where the 15-year insurgency by Islamic extremists is concentrated, according to a statement from the army. The statement was accompanied by a picture of Simon and her children, who appear to be aged between 2 and 4. She is yet to be reunited with her family.
The girls went through a horrifying experience. They were terrorized. They were made to believe that even if their family members come after them, their family members will be killed and they would not in any way be returned back.
Let's take a look now at the international news. Now, a Polish man has been arrested and charged with plans to help Russia's military intelligence carry out an alleged plot to assassinate Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, says prosecutors. The suspect, identified only as Powell K, was allegedly seeking contact with the Russians directly involved in the war in Ukraine and planning to pass on detailed security information to agents about Rizzo Jasionka airport in southeastern Poland. He was arrested in Poland on Wednesday, the office of the country's national prosecutor said in a statement. If convicted, he could face up to 8 years in prison, the statement added.
Local innovation with a global recognition. It's JIT-TV.
Shout out to you, the viewer. Shout out to all our advertisers for supporting this incredible channel, JIT-TV. If you want to participate, if you want to attach your quality product to all our quality brands, get in touch with us here at JIT-TV. Also support the razzmatazz, and we will surely give you value for your money. Indeed, that's what we do.
It's JIT-TV, just in time.
Step into the world of elegance and sophistication at the Zimbabwe Investment Summit 2024, taking place on the 2nd and 3rd of May at the beautiful, luxurious Radisson Hotel, OR Tambo. Prepare to be captivated by the distinguished presence of Zimbabwe's ambassador to South Africa, His Excellency Dr. David Hamadziripi, and other esteemed guests. This summit promises to be an unforgettable experience, showcasing Zimbabwe's commitment to being open for business, ensuring no one and no place is left behind. Zimbabwe, ilizwe lakhiwa ngabanikazi balo, nyika inovakwa nevene vayo.
Let us quickly get down to the business side of news for today. Now, the National Biotechnology Authority has warned locals against unlawful importation and handling of genetically modified grain as the country seeks to alleviate the problems of the current drought. For one to import GM grain, they should be registered with the NBA and must be a holder of a biosafety import permit. The NBA requires importers to grain to notify the board when a GM grain arrives in the country to allow a thorough supervision by the authority's inspectors. The notice comes after the government granted permission to companies and individuals to import maize, rice, and cooking oil duty-free with effect from July 2024 to avert looming food shortages emanating from the El Nino-induced drought. The National Trade Development and Promotion Agency Zimtrade is organizing an outward seller mission to Angola designed to enhance linkages between local exporters and leading buyers in that market. The Zimbabwe-Angola Trade Mission, scheduled for 14th to 16th May, will feature a comprehensive program designed to foster connections between the Angolan and Zimbabwean private sectors. The significant initiative dovetails with President Mnangagwa's vision of establishing a robust Zimbabwean presence across the African country, a policy thrust benefit immensely from
At Hewlett's, we believe in a sweet future. A sweet future for our country, planet, and community.
Protec was founded in 1982 with the mission of assisting previously disadvantaged youth for successful entry into STEM-based careers. Protec Tongaat opened its doors in 1991, and from day one, Tongaat Hewlett has played a vital role in ensuring our continued success and growth. Each year, Protec Tongaat supports approximately 120 learners from grades 10 to 12 with an aptitude in maths and science from low socioeconomic backgrounds.
We get career exposure with site visits, career counseling, and job shadowing to help us make a more informed career choice.
Studying at Protec has allowed me to rank in the top 10 performing electrical engineering graduates at the UT.
Growing a sweet future is not only about financial support. It is also about creating opportunities Tongat Hewlett has employed 33 Protech engineering students and have been a partner of Protech for over 30 years, and our support will continue into the future.
Hewlett's, growing a sweet future.
Let's take a look at your JIT-TV News weather focus. And on your sports news, now Dynamos clinched the 2024 Independence Cup trophy after edging bitter rivals Highlanders on Thursday. The games was part of the main 44th Independence celebration that was held at Morambinda A High School in Manicaland. The Glamour Boys started with a relatively strong team, while Bosa had a number of French players. The Bulawayo Giants only came close to goal early in the second when Brian Ndlovu's effort hit the crossbar in the 47th minute. Both sides struggled to get Ed another goal in the game, and it ended in favor of Dynamos. And finally, on your entertainment side of news, of course, it is a Friday. Now, it's another packed weekend, and already promoters and artists have released the posters and flyers for various events lined up. It is a mixed bag this weekend, from Sungura, Zim, dance, hall and hip-hop up to modeling. There is everything for everyone. Below are some of the major events taking place across the length and breadth of the country. The Unplugged Food Festival celebrates its 10th anniversary with a high-profile performance at First Capital Sports Club in Harare tomorrow. The lineup includes Zim dance hall singer Anzo Ishal, hip-hop sensations Takura and King 98, and jazz star Vera. They will be supported by South African artist Marumba, Pitch, and various disc jockeys who have been influential in shaping the festival over the years. And that is all from me to you. A huge thank you for joining me today. As always, kindly please comment and follow us on all our social media platforms on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and also TikTok. Or rather, you can go to our website at www.JIT-TV.tv. Signing out, it is Andile Kukulet Ntombe Kwacinde Mahlaba. Have yourselves an amazing weekend.
Zimbabwe, nyika yakanaka. Zimbabwe is a landlocked country between the Zambezi and Limpopo rivers, surrounded by SADC countries like South Africa, Botswana, Zambia, and Mozambique. The name Zimbabwe stems from a Shona term for Great Zimbabwe. It's the ruins of an ancient city dating back to between the 11th and 15th centuries, are made entirely of stone and span over 1,800 acres. Ask us about arranging a visit here. The highlands are known for their natural environment, with tourist destinations such as Nyanga, Chimanimane, Vumba, and Chirinda Forest at Mount Selinda. Victoria Falls, one of the 7 wonders and one of the world's biggest and most spectacular waterfalls, is located in the country's extreme northwest and is part of the Zambezi River. The Victoria Falls National Park is also in this area and is one of the 8 main national parks in Zimbabwe, the largest of which is Hwange National Park. Matobo Hills National Park is one of the country's most interesting parks from a cultural perspective. It's not only very scenic, it also has a rich human history. Once inhabited by Bushmen, there's a superb collection of well-preserved rock art dating back at least 13,000 years. Lake Kariba is one of the biggest man lakes that is famous for the mystical creature Nyami Nyami and is a popular African travel destination. Zimbabwe is showing a steady growth path economically according to the World Bank review. This is a significant improvement after a 2-year recession due to COVID-19 and other factors. Zimbabwe's agriculture has taken its status of being the breadbasket of Africa, with its land reform program showing phenomenal signs of growth and yields produced by Zimbabweans for Zimbabweans. Land is certainly a good story to tell. Zimbabwe is now the fastest growing third world country in Africa and the world at large. Zimbabwe, Musha Wakanaka. Zimbabwe is blessed with amazing fauna and flora, minerals and many natural resources. It is one of the world's biggest producers of gold and the third biggest producers of platinum. The mining sector remains very lucrative, with some of the world's largest platinum reserves being mined. The Marange diamond fields, discovered in 2006, are considered the biggest diamond find in over a century. So if you need a world-class African country to do business while touring this majestic landscape and seeing the Big Five, Zimbabwe is the destination of choice. Zimbabwe. Zimba Zimbabwe.
JIT-TVzw, just in time.
Have you ever wondered how the beautiful nation of Zimbabwe wrestled its freedom from the iron grip of colonial rule? The journey to independence was far from easy, marked by struggle, sacrifice, and an unyielding desire for self-determination. Let's unravel this intriguing tale together. In the late 19th century, Zimbabwe, known then as Southern Rhodesia, found itself under the control of the British South Africa Company, led by Cecil Rhodes. This marked the beginning of a long, arduous colonial era. The indigenous people, however, were not content to remain under British rule. The early 20th century saw a rise in African nationalist movements demanding the restoration of their land rights and political power. The 1950s and 60s brought a seismic shift in the political landscape of Southern Rhodesia. Ian Smith, a fervent believer in white minority rule, ascended to power. His reign witnessed the infamous unilateral Declaration of Independence in 1965, an act that severed ties with Britain but kept the white minority in control. This move sparked international outrage and sanctions, further isolating the country. The 1970s were rife with turmoil as guerrilla warfare erupted between the Rhodesian government and African nationalists. Key figures emerged during this time, including Robert Mugabe, who would later play a pivotal role in Zimbabwe's journey to independence. This period of conflict, known as the Rhodesian Bush War, was a brutal fight for control that would last a decade. The turning point came in 1979 with the Lancaster House Agreement. This treaty ended the Bush War and set the stage for democratic elections. In 1980, the people of Zimbabwe cast their votes in the country's first majority rule elections. Robert Mugabe emerged victorious, marking the dawn of a new era. Zimbabwe had finally claimed its independence. In a nutshell, Zimbabwe's journey to independence was a tumultuous one, marked by colonial rule, nationalist movements, political upheaval, guerrilla warfare, and finally, democratic elections. The struggle for independence was a testament to the unbreakable spirit of the Zimbabwean people, their resilience, and their unwavering pursuit of freedom. From the establishment of Southern Rhodesia by the British, through the rise of African nationalist movements and the reign of Ian Smith, to the unilateral Declaration of Independence and the ensuing guerrilla warfare, Zimbabwe's struggle for independence was fraught with challenges. The defining moments of this journey were the Lancaster House Agreement and the subsequent democratic elections. These events ushered in a new era for Zimbabwe, shaking off the shackles of colonial rule and paving the way for a future defined by the people of Zimbabwe. This is the inspiring story of Zimbabwe, a nation that rose from the ashes of colonial subjugation to claim its rightful place in the world. It's a testament to the power of unity, resilience, and the indomitable will of a people to determine their own destiny. Before we continue with our exploration of Zimbabwe's rich history, we'd like to take a moment to thank you, our valued viewers. Your interest, support, and engagement are what make it possible for us to bring these incredible stories to life. If you've enjoyed this journey through Zimbabwe's tumultuous past, from colonial rule to the struggle for independence, we invite you to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell. This will enable you to stay updated on our latest content and help us continue to share the fascinating tales of human resilience, unity, and the indomitable spirit of nations like Zimbabwe. Remember, your support fuels our work and helps us bring more intriguing narratives from all corners of the globe. So don't forget to engage with us and become part of our growing community of history enthusiasts. Now let's delve back into Zimbabwe's captivating story. As we continue our journey, let's delve deeper into the post-independence era of Zimbabwe. This period marked a significant shift in the nation's history, characterized by both remarkable triumphs and daunting challenges. The newly independent nation, under the leadership of Robert Mugabe, sought to navigate its way through the complexities of self-governance and international politics. Mugabe's leadership, while initially hailed as a beacon of hope, soon began to cast a long shadow over the nation. His policies and actions had a profound impact on the country, with effects that resonate to this day. However, it's essential to remember that Zimbabwe's story is not solely defined by its leaders, but by its people who have shown remarkable resilience in the face of adversity. Today, Zimbabwe stands at a crossroads, grappling with the legacy of its past and the promise of its future. The country continues to navigate economic challenges, political changes, and social transformations, all while striving to build a better future for its people. Join us as we explore the fascinating journey of Zimbabwe in the post-independence era. We will delve into the intricacies of its history, the dynamism of its people, and the hope that fuels its continued progress. This journey requires us to look beyond the headlines to understand the heart of a nation that refuses to be defined by its struggles, but instead by its unyielding spirit and the promise of a brighter tomorrow.
The revolution shall be televised. JIT-TV, just in time.
Takura mugomboti chanwira nemashira chandochi chauya uzakanganwa kangoma nekambira ukagoshiwa hatizotikotsira ariko vamwe kumusha vakarindira kuti titangire patakasira zuva rega kubuda richinyura kumusha kwangu pandinoshuwira simba ramapwe ratakasosiya parakangwa njama ticharisimusira bata nekoko ndibate nekwangu kusvika chidziro chedu chazumira. My beautiful Zimbabwe. My beautiful Zimbabwe. My beautiful Zimbabwe. My beautiful Zimbabwe. Dear mama, ndikavunga kumba mizotsi yangu mogotowe dangariro zinenge fumo mumoyo dangariro zinoti mwanangu chienda dear mama, ndikavunga kumba mizotsi yangu mogotowe dangariro zinenge fumo mumoyo dangariro zinoti mwanangu chienda. Dear mama, ndikavunga kumba wakati ndifushire ndekakomba rinorema rinorema ukazandivhenekera mudima rinorema rinorema ukazandiratidza nzira yekumba zvinorema zvinorema wai 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 hoi takacheketwa nengoni zvimwe dai musingandioni makamirira chichoni wai 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 hoi takacheketwa nengoni zvimwe dai musingandioni takamirira chichoni zvimwe dai ndisingaioni. My beautiful Zimbabwe,